Western frontier can truly be full of surprises, ranging from the scary to the unique to the fascinating to the amusing, and then there's the all of the above. In today's video, I believe what we are going to cover is all of the above. Apologies for my voice, I don't seem to be very well, but that won't stop me. I am a sucker for capitalism. In today's video, of course, we're going to be taking a look at the smell of grease paint side missions. The story of a woman, a giant, and a dwarf. To encounter these strangers, we need to head to Van Horn Trading Post. Ignore the bounty, I've just been a very naughty boy. If you don't know where Van Horn is, just keep progressing through the main story and eventually you'll wind up here. But for those audible learners out there, it is north of Saint Denis, and of course south of Ansburg. Now of course, when you get to Van Horn, you are going to want to head to the saloon. When you get in, this is what you'll be met by.
Out of the damn way!
Say no.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Friends for life, we said. And now the two of you have betrayed me at once. Do you know what betrayal means, Bertram?
No.
It means hurting Miss Marjorie. Why, I thought you liked me. I've clothed you. I've fed you.
Bertram does like Miss Marjorie.
Yes, and Miss Marjorie likes Bertram. So why don't you go and tell me where that nasty little Magnifico has run off to so I can get on with whipping that snot-nose right into shape? He owes me. He owes us. Big time. Bertram and Marjorie. Would Bertram like a sherry?
Bertram like sherry.
Yes, he does. Barkeep, sherry. Make it the cheapest one you have. Rat piss will do. His pretty dance.
So this appears to be Bertram and Miss Marjorie. Maybe we should go over and talk to them.
Everything okay?
Imagine saving people, taking them to your breast, and metaphorically I mean, like a mother, caring and raising them, and then they go and stab you in the back. Have you ever betrayed a close friend? I hope not.
Well,
Treachery. And these are sad, low, unlovable people, and I made them stars, dreamers, entertainers, and they... Oh, no, now family's not enough. No, he's gone off alone. My little tiny magician has gone and stabbed his mama in the back. Oh, fuckity. No, Bertram! Woof, woof! Bertram, put the nice man down! Do something, you'll eat him!
Easy there. Easy there! Sherry!
Bertram!
Easy, big guy.
Now entering this cutscene in first person was a massive mistake because I couldn't get out of it, and fighting Bertram in first person was petrifying. That being said, Bertram really likes sherry and now he's attacking everyone. So naturally now we have to beat up our pin-headed giant friend.
Sit down and good.
Come here, Bertram. Oh, yes, Marjorie's here. No one's gonna hurt you ever again.
Mama, you should keep that thing in a cage.
You should think about who you're serving. Give me a beer, will you?
Don't worry, we'll pay for what we broke. Come here, Bertram. Oh, no one looks after you like Mama does. No one cares for you like I do. Especially not that Magnifico.
But he's my friend.
Yes, well, if he were your friend, he'd be here, wouldn't he? He wouldn't have abandoned us. Oh, you wouldn't have gotten that whoopsie, would you?
Whoopsie heart.
I know. Mama's gonna make it all better. But first, you gotta tell me where that little worm ran off to,
Bertram promised.
Yes, well, Magnifico made a promise too, huh? He made more than a promise. He made a contract and he broke it. So you just tell me exactly where he is and then we will all be even. That's my boy.
He's camping in the woods.
Why didn't you tell me in the first place? You just apologize to these men.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gave me a whoopsie.
Hey, you just stay away from that sherry now, you hear?
Bertram likes sherry.
Oh, don't you get him started. Thank you for all of your help, Mr. Stranger. if you see that slippery little fella sleeping rough out there, would you just make a little racket and then we'll come along and we'll find you?
I could try.
Oh, his name is Magnifico. You'll know him when you see him. Come along, Bertram.
So now we've met Miss Marjorie and her friend Bertram, both of whom seem to have lost their other friend Magnifico. With a name like that, they have to be a circus act. You can just tell already. We will find Magnifico a short distance southwest of Van Horn trading post camping in the woods. And while Bertram was a man with a limited mind and an abnormally large body, Magnifico is a man with an able mind and an abnormally small body.
We're gone.
Whoa, that's amazing.
If you say so.
Are you Magnifico by any chance?
I'm not going back. She's a witch. She's a witch.
Who?
Presta.
Well,
Marjorie.
cares about you a lot.
Well, I'm the talent. It's me. It's all me. I share the money with her, and, you know, that thing. No, stay away. You've made love to her, haven't you?
That's not it.
She's a succubus. She's a succubus. Stay away from me.
Magnifico makes us chase him, where he uses his smoke pellets to seemingly disappear and then reappear when he next uses one. What's so fascinating about this is you can't see him in between, he literally vanishes. Of course this could just be an illusion, after all the mission is called the smell of grease paint. However, if it is something more, then it wouldn't be the first time for the Red Dead universe. Of course, Magnifico's fancy tricks only take him so far, and eventually we do catch up with him. Amazingly, before we do, he manages to teleport himself from one side of a train to the other, to which Arthur vocalizes how confusing that is. However, this is where Miss Marjorie and Bertram catch up with Magnifico too.
Damn it. Ah! Oh, oh no. No. Put me down! I ain't back. I'm gone on the next train to the Great White Way.
Really? You got enough for a ticket? Because the way Big Fanny tells it, you spent all of our takings on a case of the French pox.
Maybe I did. So what? What do you need a stump of a showman for? Same bad jokes, the same cheap tricks, in a package half the size? You got Bertram, you got Dummy over there. Who is Dummy anyway? The missing link? Shut up, you dimwit. You sold me out.
You should watch your mouth.
You don't need me. You're better off without me. Even you, Dummy. Go on, clear off. Aim for the top, all of you. I'm out of food and I'm out of ideas. Leave me for the bears. That won't be more than a mouthful.
You robbed me.
Whoa.
You robbed your brother. So you are gonna be pulling rabbits out of your ass until you are as old as you are tiny. Put them up there.
Ah, some friends.
We ain't friends.
Oh.
We're family, as much as it pains me to say it.
Family. Still after everything?
Of course, you silly little man.
And him?
Met him at the bar, agreed to help.
Ah, sleeping rough don't suit me much.
I know. Come to Mama.
Oh, I did miss you.
Now, don't you ever run off on us like that again.
Back together! Back together!
Well, I'm glad it all worked out.
Thanks to you. Thank him, boys.
Thank you! Thanks for nothing, dummy.
Now get in the back. We ought to give you a piece of the gate on our next show. You earned it.
Huh?
We'll be playing Saint Denis next. Check with the box office. Here.
No one said anything about splitting the gate.
Oh, shut up. Half man and half wit.
Bye-bye.
What I done to deserve you, too?
Our next stop is the Relure Theatre in Saint Denis, or however you pronounce that while speaking English. It is here where we can witness the act that we've just saved from falling apart. With an enthusiastic host and someone that you can literally shoot in the face and watch him catch the bullet with his teeth, there's no way that this can go wrong.
Now they told me you were all dandies and dancing girls. Well, that ain't true, is it? Well, grab onto your seats and hold on to your lunches because we have a show for you. strong as a bull. You, sir, would you assist?
Me?
Hell yeah! Come on up!
Oh, yeah. Get out there. Let's see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you look like a strapping young lad. I want you to hit him. Right here, right in the breadbasket. Go on, give him a real big sock.
I don't know.
Ah, the only
Do
danger
it.
is breaking your arm. What are you afraid of?
Come on now. Do it.
All right.
Damn it.
Hold on! Hey, sometimes he gets carried away.
What kind of a two-bit show is this? Your freak nearly killed me.
No,
Tis I, Magnifico the Magnificent, and I have tamed the beast. Drop him! Ladies and gentlemen, I, Magnifico the Magnificent, am a master of apparition and dissipation, and even the art of transfiguration. Oof. I have mastered hypnosis, telekinesis, telepathy, and escapology. And now, for my next feat, I will relieve Miss Marjorie of her disrobio.
Doing, you nasty little pervert?
What? Damn it! We were gonna give them a show.
Not like that, you're not.
I give up. Amateurs.
Go follow your brother. Well, that's our show. Huh? Thanks, Anthony. All ticket sales are final.
See, I'm not even sure if that's how they intended for it to go or not. I think we can all agree, however, that it was a bit nuts. After their act in the overall show, you can head straight down to the ticket office, where you can actually receive a letter from Miss Marjorie as well as $40. So it's not like this side mission has left us with nothing but the shambles of a performance. The letter reads as follows. What a lovely surprise. It is so sweet of you to come and see the show, bless. I hope it was a good one for you. Audiences can be terrible here, and the boys, well, they are simply thrilled to know you're in their own special ways. Here is a cut of the proceeds you were promised. Miss Marjorie. Now remember, if $40 doesn't seem like enough to be rewarded for this kind of adventure, just remember that you have the memories of whatever madness that was as well. Now, as a cool little bit of trivia, this mission is slightly similar to a cut mission from Red Dead Redemption that was to feature a giant and a dwarf, where John Marston was going to get them to meet as they were both lonely and needed company. However, the meeting doesn't go well, and John Marston has the choice as to whether or not to kill the giant. Sounds like a fun side mission, but it was a shame that it was cut from Red Dead Redemption. However, this seems to be a modified version of that cut mission, or at least a modified version of that cut mission's general story. The condition that afflicts Bertram is actually a real thing as well. It's called microcephaly. It causes a deformation of the brain, skull, and body, explaining his pinhead and his big frame. Typically, it causes the head to be abnormally small, and one of the major typical side effects of this condition is learning difficulties. This is often believed to be caused by brain damage from birth trauma, though upon research it would appear as if people aren't 100% sure. And I know I'm not, because I'm not a doctor. Considering Bertram's hairstyle, this is also likely a reference to Schlitzie. an American sideshow performer who also suffered from microcephaly, best known for his role in the 1932 movie Freaks. Even as an adult, Schlitzie was believed to have the mental age of a 3-year-old. The big difference between Schlitzie and Bertram was Schlitzie was roughly 4 foot tall, Bertram is well over 6 feet. Probably safe to say that he's closer to 7 feet. But obviously that's just the developers doing what they want to with the character to make it work for the story that they want to tell with them. Either way, this humble little side mission has turned into a right tin of worms, hasn't it? Of course, this colourful act that we saved is one of the many that can be exhibited here at this theatre, so of course this place is always worth checking out if you want to entertain yourself. Before we conclude, there is one final point that I would like to make. It would appear as if Miss Marjorie herself is a little bit on the unusual side, seemingly able to change her mood and her tone at a whim to get the response that she needs, which seems to work more so on Bertram, where she goes from being soft and caring to angry depending on what she needs Bertram to do. She also seems to be very good at manipulating to get what she needs, stating that she, Bertram and Magnifico are family, though I'm not sure how much of that she believes herself. So it's really fascinating, but I'm not sure what the deal is with her. Either way, I think that concludes today's video. Show business is hard work. So thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff, that would be super appreciated. And of course, let me know what you think about this topic in today's video, that would also be super cool. And I do suppose I will see you all very soon with another video at some point.